The Daily Purge. All right, here we go. Here we go. Who's this?
The Daily Purge.
The Daily Purge from Changa and Steven. All right, here we go. Oh, that's me. That's me right there. Yeah.
I'm going to eat, and my friend is here, so I'm going to see you guys in that end.
Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. That's right. Taking care of business there, taking care of your friends, and you have people come over, you take care of them. That's the goal, right? Being good people, leaving people in a better place than when you met them. Always the key. Yes, indeed, it's part of what we live by. But today I want to talk about goals. And I want to talk about the metrics of goals and how you set them and, follow up and stacking habits to get to those goals and all these things. Everyone knows the metrics. The metrics are easy. The metrics are you just follow steps, right? But what if you don't know your goal? What if you don't know how to set a goal? Like, how do I set a goal for $1 million? How do I set a goal for something, a thing, right? How do you set a goal for a thing? Well, in my opinion, in my experience, and I've manifested a lot of things in life for lack of a better word. It was never about the metrics only. It was about the ability to envision yourself in a picture or a slide that's already where you want to be. Meaning, if you want $1 million to buy a big house, to buy a big car, to get a Bentley, or whatever it is that you want, right? Imagining and envisioning, visualizing your life and a lifestyle of someone who can afford to buy those things that you want. That's where the key was. Just wishing for one thing, it's almost like a genie in a bottle. You gotta be very careful what you wish for. If you say, for instance, I wish to always have enough money. What's up, Blaine? I wish always to have enough money. Well, then you'll probably always have enough money, but never more than enough. And I got caught in that cycle too, because that was one of my things that I did when I was first manifesting way back when. I couldn't understand it. Whenever I needed money, I could get it, but I couldn't get more than I needed. I needed $5,250. I would get $5,250. It was crazy. And I realized because I was looking at things and not at the abundance mindset of a lifestyle from someone who can afford all the things that I always wanted to have. Now, of course, it's important to form those things down, but to see a slide, a picture, for instance, if you want a Bentley, you have a picture of a Bentley. But if you want a lifestyle of someone who wants a Bentley, you have a picture of a Bentley in a 2-car garage with its own mechanic, with spare tires there, in a big house with a pool in the backyard, right? A huge, huge yard, and no neighbors for miles to see, right? A pile of cash in the closet in the safe, bank account receipts with all kinds of money in it, a shop maybe next to that where you do a business. You see what I'm saying? And the Bentley is part of it. It's not just the Bentley. And this is where a lot of people, in my opinion, miss the boat when it comes to goals, is the lack of visualization of a lifestyle. Because in the end, it isn't about the thing. It's about the ability to believe and have certainty, not just believe, because believe leaves room for doubt, to have certainty that you can actually have that kind of a life, that you can actually live that lifestyle. Like I talked about a couple of weeks ago when I was in London. On the way to London at the airport, I saw a private jet take off. And for some reason in my head, it said, you'll never be able to afford that, the private jet. And I thought to myself, why would I even think that? Like, I never thought about it, plus or minus, or if I wanted one or I didn't. It just popped in my head. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And so I ended up, went to London, and I was sitting at the airport hotel a couple of days later, and I see a private jet taking off. And before I could even think, I saw myself in that private jet. And I was like, what is this with the private jet? And what it was is I'd been working on my staying in a zone of abundance. And because I use on a regular basis meditation to support and underscore my intentions, because it's based on the intention, my mind was automatically creating this new paradigm, right, of a lifestyle of someone who can afford to fly in a private jet, for instance, without me even visualizing it, a private jet itself. But just the fact of abundance, it showed me something that I believed I couldn't have. And 4 days later, it showed me something that I know that I can. And that wasn't because I was looking for a private jet or a seat on a private jet. It was just because I'm focusing on a slide that I present myself as much as possible of a lifestyle of someone who can do, say, and go and be with anyone they want at any time, anywhere in the world. I can pretty much do that now. But, I'm still tied to some kind of work. It's not a lot. It's not much, but because I enjoy it, I do a lot of work. But Do I have 50 million sitting in the bank? No, I don't have 50 million sitting in the bank. Right? Do I strive towards that? No, I'm striving towards a lifestyle where I can afford the things I want to do, when I want to do them, with who I want to do them with, where I want to do them with. So I don't know what that costs. So I can't even give you a number, but I do know that I will have enough to do that. Isn't that enough? Right? Isn't that enough to know and to set that goal as the lifestyle of someone who can afford the things that I want? And I have, of course, I have to list the things I want. I don't have to put a monetary value on it. You know, I don't want a house. I want to have 6 apartments in 6 countries. Right? I don't want a house, and I'll rent those apartments. Right? Why should I buy real estate? You know, residential real estate. We have commercial real estate we're buying, probably closing this month in Switzerland. So that's part of it, right? So that's income generating there. Buying a business in Switzerland, that's creating a lifestyle of someone who can afford the things that I want. In Switzerland, it's a company, it's a big company. They do a lot of revenue, and now it's ours with a partner of mine. And so that's creating a lifestyle of someone who can afford the things that I want. You see what I'm saying? That's where the goal setting comes in. That's where the goal setting gains its true hardcore power. Whatever you believe, you perceive, you can achieve. Exactly. That's just a strap line, though. What does that mean? Right? What does that mean? How do you believe and perceive? For me, belief leaves room for doubt. So I always talk about certainty, and how can you be certain of anything in the outside world? You can't. You're just certain of yourself that you can deploy your genius and your talents in the world around you in any given situation. That's where the certainty comes from. And so if you can look at the difference of what I'm talking about, I want a Bentley. And then you get a Bentley, you save up for 10 years and you buy a Bentley, then you can't afford to change tire or the oil, right? Because you don't have a lifestyle of someone who can support that kind of a thing that you wanted, right? So as you grow into your slide or your picture, hey Olga, you can keep adding things to your slide or to your picture, so that you can start creating a lifestyle that you want. It doesn't matter what the value is, because you're creating a lifestyle to afford anything you have in your slide. So if you put a Bentley in there, a private jet, 25 motorcycles, or whatever it is that you want, a loving wife and 15 children, 3 swimming pools on 3 stories, or whatever, that's something you're putting in your slide. And if you are certain of that, or you believe it, and you see yourself in that slide every day, a couple times, it's going to start happening. I promise you. It's a strict rule that, and whenever you find yourself sort of dozing off or dreaming or whatever it is, you put that slide in front of your face, right? What's up, buddy? How you doing, my man? Yeah. My boy Maximilian, such a loving boy. What are you?
Short, successful, and smart, and always in my heart.
Here we go.
I'm gonna show something.
Okay, short, successful, and smart, and always in my heart. Did you hear that? He knows who he is. That was a goal of mine, to have them to know who they are. He named it himself. I'm short, I'm successful, and I'm smart. And I'm always in your heart, Daddy. All right, this is what he built yesterday. Dun, 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 dun. Does that glow in the dark?
Today.
Does that glow in the dark?
Think.
It looks like it glows in the dark. Maybe not.
It doesn't.
It doesn't? Okay.
Wait, what?
No, no, that's not it. That's not it. All right, so that's it. It isn't about detailing the goals out as far as monetary value goes. It goes about detailing your slide, the picture that you have in front of you in moments where you're either meditating or you have a lack of focus during the day, or you're sort of dozing off or sort of spacing out. That's when you slide that slide right in front of your eyes and get used to seeing yourself in a lifestyle, living a lifestyle. Someone can afford all the things that you want to have. And that includes not just tangible, but intangible, a healthy relationship, integrity with all your relationships, right? True love, balance, in and out, self-love, 100%, self-love, self-acceptance, self-embracing. All these things are part of a goal of a lifestyle that someone can afford to feel that way, and to buy the things that they want, and to be with the people they want to be with. And, it's a lot. It's not 10, it's 8.
Oh.
That's a lot. I know it is. So it takes time. It won't happen overnight, but you're going to start seeing signs of things happening. You're going to start seeing things actually happening. Like I see it all the time moving forward. And you can tell when it clicks, because you're going to feel like, oh my God, yeah, it's working. And then your entire energy goes up and you're like, I'm on it. But remember, you got to reduce the excess desire and importance of what it is that you want, because balanced forces will always try to balance out that wanting and the receiving. So the more you want, the less you're going to receive, because it's pushing. All right, just as an example, reduce the importance, pan out, look at the big picture. You got time to get there. Let's make it happen. It could happen tomorrow. Don't put a time limit on it. Could happen tomorrow. Could happen in a year. Could happen in 10 years. Doesn't matter. The fact is, you're moving forward. You have a slide in your mind, a picture in your mind, and piece for piece for piece, that slide's going to start coming together. Promise you that. It works. All right, everybody. Got to deserve. Amen, Blaine. Got to deserve. We all deserve. We all deserve to choose our own path with who we want and where we go. And it's not just you deserve it. It's a birthright. Right? It's a birthright. We're put here to dictate our own reality. Just unfortunately, there's powers to be that don't want us to do that, because then everyone would be unique and special. And now they put us in groups, right? Demographics. You're this, you're that, I'm this, I'm that. These kind of things. So that keeps us feuding with each other. If we were all truly, we understood this is a birthright to do what we want, how we want, who we want, with what we want, with whoever we want, then the powers to be wouldn't have any power over us, would they? So start your own universe. So that's what we do. I have my own universe. I am my own universe. I create my own reality. It's powerful stuff, guys. It's powerful stuff. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to understand it. Just accept that it's a thing. It is. You don't have to, well, what do you mean your own universe? And you have a picture in your head of a universe. Get it out of your head. Get it out. Hey, Amelia, how you doing? Get that out of your head, right? There is no picture that you have to have of what it is that you want to achieve when it comes to, when you try to understand something. So if I tell you you deserve to be whoever and want to be and whatever you want, just got to be deserving. Blaine, yeah, but deserving implies that you're measuring yourself against something else, and you don't need to measure yourself against something else. You are deserving, period. As long as you're not hurting anybody or working in malice or leverage, then you're fine. If you're doing that, then yeah, you're going to have issues. But in the end, we're all born with the birthright to create our own reality, and that's it. There's only a few things that you need to do in the world. If you want to break it down, maybe deserving is the wrong word for it. Yeah, I get what you're saying, brother. You got to be able to receive what's out there coming towards you. You got to be able to make a decision for the things that you want, right? Or don't want. Things you want to start, things you want to stop. Simple. Everything boils down to a decision, doesn't it? Everything. Am I going to decide to start doing this slide in my mind every day? Yes or no? Decision. Right? Am I going to decide to change my negative thoughts into positive thoughts? It's a decision. It isn't any more than that. You want to stop smoking? It's a decision. Stop putting a cigarette between your lips. You want to stop drinking? Stop putting a bottle between your lips. As simple as that. Do I say that I'm perfect, that I can do all that? No, I can't. Right? I can't do that. Not yet. Actually, I can do it. I just haven't done it yet. Yes. Yes. All right. There you go, buddy. You want to stay here and say it? All right. All right, everybody. So that's it for today. Hope you have a fantastic one. No? And remember, it's all about
Quality life.
There we go. Thanks, Maxie. Thanks, Sissy. Have a great night. Everybody have a great night. Say bye-bye.
Bye.